What's good, y'all? It's your boy Soldaya, and today I'm going to be reacting to why superpowers would suck in real life. Without any time waste, let's get right into the video.
Invisibility. To some people, invisibility would be a dream superpower.
I'm pretty sure we all know the type of people who will like this superpower.
They fantasize about all the things they could do without being noticed. Not exactly heroic things, but when you look closer, it's not as cool as it sounds. Here's the problem. For you to see, light has to hit the back of your eyes. But if you're invisible, light would just pass through you, leaving you blind. And if somehow your eyes could catch light, they would still be visible, making you a pair of floating eyeballs. Just creepy.
Yeah, I did hear somewhere that like if invisibility was actually real, you'd be blind. All those guys who want invisibility to sneak into women's bathrooms and shit, bro, they wouldn't even be able to see anything.
To go fully invisible, you'd need to be completely naked. Not that some of you would mind that, but you wouldn't be able to carry anything either, and since no one can see you, they would crash into you all the time. You better not use perfume or even make noise breathing. People would still know you are there. Plus, if you're thinking that you could rob a bank, a thermal camera would still spot your heat radiation, making it nearly impossible to sneak in.
Damn, I didn't even know that, bro. A thermal camera will make it impossible to rob a bank. That's crazy. You learn something new every day, though.
Undetected. Intangibility. Picture this. You've just unlocked intangibility. You're super excited, so you decide to phase your hand through a wall. But the moment you activate your powers, you drop straight through the floor, sinking into the earth. You either deactivate...
No, like this one makes sense, bro, because you can like put your hands through objects, but like your whole body, like, yeah, it should fall down. So like, yeah, that makes sense. That completely makes sense.
Activate your powers and become fused into rock, suffocating to death, or continue sinking until you reach the molten center of the earth due to gravity, unable to...
I've never really cared about like this type of superpower. Whenever people were saying what type of superpower would you want, bro, I would always say something like, let's say I'd like to have super strength, bro. That would be nice, bro. And like time control, but not for the reasons y'all think, bro. Y'all dirty-minded, bro. Not for the reasons y'all think. Time control will just be a good ability in general. Plus, if y'all watch JoJo Bizarre Adventures, y'all will know what I'm talking about.
Do anything, waiting until you decide to die. Super speed. A moderate super speed of about 190 miles per hour, like Dash's, wouldn't be so bad. The problems would be minimal. But if we're talking about speed similar to the Flash, without Speed Force, then it would be a disaster waiting to happen. You would have to generate an enormous amount of force, far greater than what the human body can handle, and it would cause your legs to simply rip off your body. Here's another thing. Air isn't empty. It's filled with elements like oxygen and nitrogen, plus tons of tiny dust particles. As you move through air, you're rubbing against these particles.
Super speed is one of those abilities that, like, as a kid, I would have loved to have. But, like, the more you get older, you would realize that shit would actually suck. Like, when you're running so fast, like, you're just gonna hit into something and die. So only give me super speed if I get, like, you know, I'm indestructible. If, like, I have heightened reaction time. And, yeah, then super speed will be, you know, pretty cool.
Generating friction that produces heat.
Props to him, though. That animation, bro, the animation was nice. Props to him.
Moving at super speed would generate enough heat to burn your entire body. Let's say you don't burn. You still need to see where you're going. Human perception isn't adapted to handle high speeds, so moving at super speed would make everything blurry. The speed at which you think would need to match...
Low-key, super speed, like what he said, 150 miles per hour, even I think that's a bit too much. Just like a certain speed that you can become like the fastest guy in the world, right? You can go to the Olympics, you can earn money from doing that, from racing people. That's the type of like super speed I would want. Anything that can like make me nice money, that would be nice.
Your physical speed. Otherwise you would just crash into things. Possibly doing what A-Train did, just running through people. And in the case that your perception does keep up, the world around you would seem so slow that you'd basically be stuck in time. Having super speed would also mean burning millions of calories every day, so you'd go broke
No, I'm saying, no, as a guy who like goes to the gym, like calories, bro, I just wonder how much calories you're gonna burn if you have something like super speed. You got to be eating like 10K calories every day.
Buying all the food needed to keep your metabolism satisfied. Teleportation. As you might know, the Earth is in constant...
Nah, this one seems cool, bro. I'm very curious to see what he's gonna say is wrong with it, because I don't see any problems with teleportation. How will that suck in real life? Let's hear.
Constant motion through space, moving at around 67,000 miles per hour. It rotates, orbits the sun, and the solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy. If you wanted to teleport, you would need to calculate the exact position of the Earth through space, or else you would teleport into space, dying instantly.
What? No way you need to do all of that, bro, to be able to teleport safely. There's absolutely no way. What the fuck? Oh, nah, bro.
Immortality.
Nah, he got to be making that up, bro. There's no way. Yeah, how are you going to teleport and suddenly end up in space? Like, maybe I'm just not smart, bro. I just don't understand the math behind that.
If you were given the choice between dying in 1 year or becoming immortal, what would you choose? The choice seems obvious, doesn't it?
Low-key, this is a hard one. Because I feel like if you like put someone on the spot and say this, like they have so much more left to accomplish. So majority of people will say becoming immortal. And if majority of people do become immortal, you're not going to be lonely, because guess what? Everyone's going to be immortal. If that makes sense, though. That's just how I view it. But for me, I'd pick becoming immortal. I can't lie, bro. I'm not dying in a year.
You're thinking that being immortal would be much better than dying in a year, right? But if you're immortal, you would have to watch everyone you love die over and over again, until you don't have any emotional feelings anymore. You would live to see the human race die out. You would see the world end, and ultimately, you would be drifting in space all alone for eternity. Time stop. Oh, time stop. The superpower desired by many. Time stop would be a dream come true for some individuals for obvious reasons.
Oh my goodness, bro. No, y'all ruining time stop, bro. Like, I like time stop, but just time abilities in general is because I like JoJo. If y'all don't know JoJo, bro, there's this one stand called The World. It can stop time and everything. And yeah, bro, that's what made me like time abilities, and just mainly just time abilities in anime as well.
But in reality, it would be a nightmare. The moment you stop time, the molecules of air around you would stop as well, making it impossible to breathe. It also means photons would stop, rendering you unable to see. So you stop time and become unable to breathe or see until you either resume time or just die. Great power, huh? Super strength.
Nah, I did not know all that about time stop, bro. This guy's just out here ruining people's childhood, bro. Let us enjoy our delusions about superpowers, like, you know?
Super strength sounds awesome, right? In real life, though, it's a mess. Everything's designed for regular people, meaning that if you were super strong, you would be breaking doorknobs, keyboards, and glasses left and right. Imagine going to hug your mom and breaking her spine because you don't know how to control your strength yet. Having super strength doesn't mean you're indestructible.
Nah, that would be terrible, bro. If I had realized super strength, bro, I'd be like so scared to like do anything, because you're just out of the fear of just hurting people you care about.
Either. If you punch a wall, for example, because of Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force that you applied to the wall would be applied back to you with the same intensity, knocking you back and breaking your hand.
Damn. Way for ruining everyone's childhood, bro. That's crazy. Yo, good thing my like 7-year-old self never saw this, because I would have preferred to just live in my delusions and being like, hey, if I had super speed, it would be just like the movies. And I'm pretty sure that's the same for like everyone. But nah, this was a pretty entertaining video. But remember, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.